Best pig farming practices that triple farm income. A complete guide and framework for sustainable, high-profit pig farming. Section 3. Breeding and productive management. That is maximizing reproductive efficiency, which is the foundation of profitability. Reproductive performance is the single most important determinant of profitability in breeding to market pig operations. A sow that wins between 28 to 30 pigs per year compared to one that wins only between 20 to 22 pigs generates between 32 to 50% more outputs from the same housing, feeding, and management investment. Since fixed costs from facilities, equipment, baseline labor are largely independent of productive performance. Improving productive efficiency directly increases profit margins dramatically. Let's explore the comprehensive management practices that maximize productive output while maintaining sow welfare and longevity. The breeding cycle in commercial pig operations follows a repeating pattern. Breeding gestation of 114 days, farrowing, that is birth, lactation between 21 to 28 days, and weaning, followed by rebreeding within 3 to 7 days. Under optimal management, a sow completes this cycle in approximately 147 to 154 days. That is 114 days gestation plus 21 to 28 days lactation plus 3 to 7 days weaning to breeding interval plus average time to conception, allowing between 2.35 to 2.48 complete cycles per year. Multiply this by average weaned pigs per litter, that is 10 to 15 under good 10 to 12 under good management, and you achieve between 24 to 30 weaned pigs per sow per year. However, numerous factors affect reproductive performance at each stage, and small improvements compound into substantial output increases. Heat detection and optimal breeding timing. Accurate estrus detection, that is identifying when females are in heat and receptive to breeding, and optimal breeding timing are crucial for achieving high conception rates and large litter sizes. Sows exhibiting behavioral changes during estrus, including restlessness and increased vocalization, mounting other sows, swollen and reddened vulva, and most importantly, standing reflex. The sow stands still when pressure is applied to her back in the presence of a boar or when exposed to a boar odor. This standing reflex is the most reliable indicator of optimal breeding time. Implement twice daily heat detection using exposure to mature boar, checking all candidate females. These are recently weaned sows developing gills reaching breeding age by allowing them to interact with a boar through a fence lining or bringing the boar past their pens. Most females show standing heat for 2 to 3 days within the 21-day estrus cycle, with optimal conception when bred between 12 to 24 hours after first showing standing heat. Many commercial operations use the pH rule. Females showing heat in the morning are bred that evening and again the following morning. Females showing heat in the evening are bred the following morning and again that evening. This ensures sperm are present and viable when eggs are released. Ovulation occurs approximately between 36 to 48 hours after heat begins. For operations using artificial insemination, that is AI, rather than natural breeding, proper timing and techniques are even more critical. AI offers numerous advantages, including reduced boa requirements. One boa can service 50 plus females through AI versus between 15 to 20 females. Through natural breeding, access to superior genetics through semen from tested proven boas, reduced disease transmission risks, and proven reproductive records tracking individual sow performance. However, AI requires proper training in semen handling, timing, and insemination technique. Most commercial prep operations now use predominantly or exclusively AI for breeding efficiency and genetic improvement. Let's look at gilt development and selection. Developing replacement gilts properly ensures they enter the breeding herd at optimal age, weight, and body conditions for successful breeding. Farrowing and long productive lives. Select potential breeding gilts at between 5 to 6 months of age based on superior genetics, daughters of your most productive sows, excellent conformation, strong straight legs, good fit, level top line, minimum 12 functional minimum 12 functional teats, rapid growth reaching between 250 to 240 pounds by 6 months, and calm temperament. Avoid selecting gilts from litters with reproductive problems or high mortality. Feed selected gilts as specialized gilts developer diet providing between 14 to 16% protein and controlled energy to achieve large weight of between 260 to 300 pounds at first breeding, typically between 7.5 to 9 months of age, without excessive fat accumulation that impairs reproductive performance. Expose gilts to mature boa daily starting at the age of 5 to 6 months of age to stimulate early onset of estrus cycle. Boa exposure through fence line contact or brief direct contact accelerates puberty onset by several weeks. Record all observed heats to establish patterns. Most producers breed gilts on their third or fourth observed heat rather than their first to ensure physical maturity adequate for successful pregnancy and farrowing. Let's look at gestation management. Once bred, sows enter the 114-day gestation period, during which proper nutrition, health management, and stress minimization are essential for fetal development and preparing sows for successful farrowing. During early gestation, day 0 to 30, fertilize the eggs implant in the uterus and establish placental attachments. This is a critical period when nutritional stress, disease, excessive heat stress, or toxins can cause embryonic death and reduce litter size. Feed gestating sows approximately 4 to 5 pounds per day of a gestation diet containing 13 to 14% protein and moderate energy, enough to maintain body condition and support fetal development without excessive weight gain that creates farrowing difficulties. During mid-gestation, Days 30 to 90, fetuses grow gradually and nutritional requirements remain moderate. Maintain consistent feeding rates of 4 to 5 pounds daily. Adjust based on individual sow body condition. Thin sows need more feed, fat sows need less, and ensure all sows receive their allotted feed by providing adequate feeder space or using individual feeding systems. Perform health monitoring watching. For abnormal discharge, changes in appetite, or signs of illnesses, administer routine vaccination and parasite control according to your veterinary health program. During late gestation, days 90 to 114, fetal growth accelerates dramatically, with approximately 60 to 70% of birth weight accumulated during these final 3 to 4 weeks. Gradually increase feed intake from 5 pounds daily at the 90th day up to 6 to 7 pounds daily by day 110 to support fetal growth and prepare for lactation. Move sows to farrowing facilities approximately between 3 to 7 days before expected farrowing date, giving them time to acclimatize to new surroundings before the stress of farrowing begins. Clean and disinfect farrowing facilities thoroughly before sow entry. And wash each sow with warm soapy water, removing manure and dirt before placing her in the farrowing crate or pen, reducing pathogen transfer to newborn piglets. Farrowing management and piglet care. Sows typically farrow or give birth during afternoon or evening hours, with the entire process lasting 2 to 6 hours from first piglet to last, providing supervision during farrowing to assist if needed, though most sows farrow successfully without intervention. Have supplies ready, including towels for drying piglets, heat lamps, warming designated creep areas, iodine for treating nerves, side cutters or needle teeth, nippers for processing teeth if needed, and injectable iron supplement. As piglets are born, perform immediate processing. Clear mucus from nose and mouth if needed. Dry piglets vigorously with towels, simultaneously breathing and circulation. Dip navel cord in 7% iodine solution, preventing infection. Place piglets in warmed creep areas away from sow until farrowing is complete, and ensure each piglet nurses within the first hour of life to receive colostrum containing essential antibiotics. Colostrum intake during the first 12 to 24 hours is crucial for piglet survival and disease resistance. Piglets born alive but failing to nurse frequently die within 48 hours from starvation or disease. Within 12 to 24 hours after farrowing, perform standard processing procedures, including providing iron supplementation via injection, that is 3 ml of iron dextran, preventing anemia. Piglets are born with minimal iron stores, and show milk contains insufficient iron, making supplementation essential. Performing identification like ear notching, tagging or tattoos, enabling tracking of individual pig performance and breed records. Equalizing litters by making piglets from large litters, over 12 piglets, to smaller litters, under 10 piglets, on sows that furrowed within 24 to 48 hours of each other, ensuring all piglets have adequate teat access. Castrating male piglets not intended for breeding to prevent boar traits in meat and excessive behavior and aggressive behavior, and clipping needle teeth if needed. Piglets are born with 8 small sharp teeth that can injure sow teeth and other piglets during nursing, though many modern operations no longer routinely clip teeth. Lactation management and weaning. During lactation, the sow's nutritional requirements are the highest of any production phase, as she must maintain her body condition while producing between 10 to 15 pounds of milk daily to support her litter. Provide free choice feeding, allowing sows to consume as much feed as they want, typically 12 to 20 pounds per day depending on litter size, sow body condition, and environmental temperature. Use high-quality lactation diet containing between 16 to 18% protein, elevated lysine and other amino acids, and moderate energy levels optimized for milk production. Ensure constant access to clean fresh water. Lactating sows consume between 4 to 8 gallons daily, and even brief water deprivation dramatically reduces milk production and piglet growth. Monitor piglet growth carefully. Eventually, daily whether all piglets are nursing adequately by observing piglet behavior. Active, content piglets with full bellies versus thin, weak, or isolated piglets that may not be getting adequate nutrition. Weigh a representative sample of piglets weekly to track growth rates, targeting between 3.5 to 4.5 pound weaning weight for pigs weaned at 3 weeks, or 11 to 15 pounds for pigs weaned at 4 weeks. Provide crib feed, that is starter feed, to piglets starting at between 7 to 10 days of age, encouraging early solid feed consumption that improves post-weaning transition and growth. Wean piglets at 21 to 28 days of age, balancing the competing priorities of allowing adequate nursing time for piglets' development while returning sows to breeding quickly to maximize reproductive efficiency. 3-week weaning is standard in most commercial operations, while 4-week weaning is common in smaller operations or when facilities are less specialized. At weaning, move piglets to nursery facilities while returning sows to breeding areas, reducing feed intake to between 3 to 4 pounds daily from 1 to 2 daily to avoid udder drying, then returning to gestation feeding rates once sows are rebred. Subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell. We publish comprehensive agricultural guides, disease management videos, variety reviews, troubleshooting contents, advanced techniques, and farmers' success stories weekly. Contents potentially adding thousands of dollars to your annual farming income. Return regularly because agricultural science continuously advances and evolves. New research, find management techniques, innovative solutions emerge constantly, and improved storage techniques emerge constantly. Consistent learning separates continuously improving farmers from those stuck in outdated methods. Remember to like this video, comment with your story and commitments, share with farming networks, subscribe for weekly agricultural education, and turn on notifications. Your engagement transforms not just your farm, but entire agricultural communities worldwide. Together, we are building a global movement of prosperous, sustainable farmers, proving that with knowledge and commitment, agricultural prosperity is achievable for everyone. Welcome to your farming transition. Let's make it extraordinary. Best pig farming practices that triple your farm income. Session number 4. The link on the description below and watch this inspiring secret. Thank you.